Stephen Lawrence inquiry was a watershed moment for the police. Its chair, Sir William Macpherson, shocked many by dubbing the Metropolitan Police institutionally racist. Freddie Nwaka was a young man then, now he's a father. His encounters with the police in London were difficult.
Back in the day, they were very hands-on and you was very much guilty of something even if you hadn't done nothing, so their approach was very argumentative.
Some of the things that he had done and the way he had lived his past life, I've learned a lot from that. His story inspires me a lot, so yeah, I get passionate about talking about it.
I try to share a lot with him so that he doesn't have to go through the things that I went. Even when it comes to dealing with the police, I've spoken to him a lot of times about if they stop you, how to conduct yourself. You haven't done nothing wrong, so just be polite.
Tensions flared at the inquiry when the 5 white murder suspects gave evidence, men whom the police then had failed to properly pursue and prosecute, despite numerous tip-offs. Disparities in police treatment were put under the spotlight, including stop and search, which black people were 5 times more likely to experience than white.
Driving past, it was the monkey chants or the N-word would pop out. It's one more thing to kind of navigate in society.
That's how the police used to treat Roger Griffith. He lives in Bristol, as does his son Lawrence, a city visited by the inquiry. Lawrence found stop and search an ordeal.
I used to handle it pretty bad. I mean, I used to get arrested quite frequently for just speaking my mind and kind of, like my dad said, rebelling against the police. But nowadays, I just give them my information.
So it's different.
Freddie Nwaka understands that anger. Black people now are 9.5 times as likely to be stopped and searched as white people. Police defend the tactics, saying it produces results. As does Freddie, who thinks young black men have to accept it.
I know at least 5 or 6 parents that have lost their children to gun crime and knife crime. We can always say it's wrong and it's frustrating, but I would much rather the police stop and search 100 children a day if it means it's going to keep my son safe. Do you know what I'm saying? It needs to feel like we're stopping you to keep you safe.
The exposure of police failings was accompanied by recommendations by Macpherson for the future. Key among these was that police services should reflect their communities. Leroy Logan was a serving officer back then and gave evidence to the inquiry. What was it like for him, working in an organisation dubbed institutionally racist?
I was a supervising officer and I was chair of the National Black Police Association. I sense a lot of deception being said about me, but I knew something was going to happen. You know, you can't push the boat out so far and it's not going to have ripples.
Did his son Miles ever consider becoming a police officer?
Even though my father was a very big advocate to get young black men into it, yeah, personally, I didn't want to get involved.
Because you didn't think this was a place for you?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, definitely. Even if you look at the streets nowadays, it is a very white European-based force, especially to interpret the city that London is. It doesn't show any diversity.
This week, the present-day Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police said the Macpherson report had defined her generation of policing. A landmark case for the police and minority communities, all triggered by the brutal murder of one promising and innocent young man.